As soon as you open your family file, you will have 4 elevations, and the reference level is activated as well as a default. We don't need this tree for now, so as soon as I open my new family, here I click on close inactive views to close the 3 inactive views. So in this way, and here I want to give you some other points about reference line and reference plane, and then we will go for set, and I will give you some examples. Here I create a reference line, and then I align a dimension here. Actually, in reference line you can choose your points because they got a specific range and length, but in reference plane we cannot choose our point because it is infinite, but reference lines are fixed and limit. Anyway, here in view, here if you open visibility graphic override in annotation categories, you can observe that the dimension. For example, here you can uncheck the dimensions and then hide the visibility and then apply in this way, or you can check it again. Or for example, you can hide the levels if you want. Levels actually are used in elevations, not in plan, so it doesn't make difference. And reference lines in this way, and reference planes you can check to hide them or show them. Very well. And actually here in automatic sketch dimensions you can choose to show the dimensions of your sketch or not. Here is the result. Anyway, this was the graphic visibility, or controlling the visibility of the references or the levels, and another point in manage tab. Actually you can find this in version 2017 on in object styles. Here in annotation objects you can modify subcategories. Very well. Here in create reference plane, if I select, as soon as I select, here I got line and pick line and an offset like the other sketches which we got in last videos. Here you can draw in reference plane as much as you need, and actually we have to sketch reference planes, and in some complicated families we may need many reference planes. Here we got a list, subcategories. Here as you can see the default color all of the reference planes is green, but in some complicated projects when you have many reference planes, so it may be because of some mistakes in your projects. So here you can modify the colors according to your needs, and then you can recognize your specific reference planes. For example, to specify interior and exterior planes. So here to create a new type we got 2 ways. One of them is here from manage, object styles, annotation object. Here you can click on new, for example in reference plane, and then you can specify a name, for example red color, and then it will be added in the subcategories of reference plane. You can specify a color, and you can specify your line pattern, for example aligning line, apply and OK. So right now in create reference plane, here in the list of subcategories I got red. Check this out. So this was the first way. The second way is here you can open the list of subcategories, create new subcategory. By this you can directly create a new subcategory instead of opening manage, object styles, annotation objects, and then clicking on new. Anyway, here I specify the name, for example yellow, in reference plane subcategory, and then I specify yellow for it, and the line pattern, aligning line, apply and OK. Check this out, and then you can sketch your reference planes. Actually I should change the color because it is not visible. So for example this now is better, and actually here you can rename your subcategory to sign as a new color, apply and OK. Anyway, so you got this availability in your reference planes for separating your reference planes in your project when you got too many reference planes, and this will help you to recognize them better. And here I want to create an extrusion in this way, a box, finish, here in 3D. Very well. Here we got a tool set work plane, show and viewer. These 3 are for work plane in this way. The tool show, when you click on it, it will show you the active work plane in the view. As you can see, this work plane is active, and here we can specify the work plane grid, for example like this, for more accurate measurements in this way. And actually I can modify the dimension of the work plane, and as I said, is infinite in this way. So it is infinite, or here in set, here you can specify a new work plane for the current view, for example in front and back in this way. And right now, by using of extrusion or revolve, you can sketch something on this elevation, and here you can click, and these grids can help you to specify your intended dimension. I mean, this can help you to find your intended dimensions for your shape, like this. For example, I sketch something like this here in this way, and I trim these, again a line here, and then I click on finish. Check this out. You can create something like this, but if I specify a name for this reference plane, for example the red one, for example red, so right now in 3D, after that, here from create and set, we will see that red is specified as a work plane because we had to specify the name. So as I click, check this out, we got it within distance, and here we can sketch something, for example a polygon like triangle in this way in front, for example here, and then you can split it, and then I can select two sketches, these two, and then move the point, and actually you can click on fillet, and with a specified radius, let me modify the radius, for example this, like this, and then finish. Right now check out the result in red work plane. Here I click on set again. So from this part you can specify a name, and here current work plane name, you will see your current in use work plane. Let me hide the show. Here as you can see, the current work plane is red, and if you click on show, it will show you. I click on level and then show, check this out, and OK, again set, current work plane, level, reference level, and here I can specify a new work plane. You got another way, pick a plane. Pick a plane is used when you got a shape or a mass, and then we want to consider one of the surfaces as our work plane. For example, here in this box, on this box, I want to sketch something. Here I can click on set. Instead of drawing a reference plane and specifying a name, here I can click on pick a plane, and right now you can choose your plane, and then I keep the mouse on this face, and then I click. Here if you click on show, you specified your work plane. I click on set, current work plane, name extrusion. Your work plane is the face of your extrusion. So here in create extrusion or revolve or whatever, by saying on the extrusion, I just mean we are considering the height of the extrusion. Like this, Control Z. I want to add something here. Align, to align the edges with this sketch. I hide the visibility. Check this out. Again off, look. Here is the result. Here again I click on set. The next option is pick a line and use the work plane it was sketched in. You can use this option, for example, when, for example, I sketch a line here, and then with this extrusion, set, pick a line, and then I can sketch for example, a box parallel to the line, and right now my plane is dependent to the line, and I select these, or here in create, set, level. Let me check it in 3D. Actually, we got the line, create, set. Actually, to elaborate this more or explain it more, let me remove all of these. Here in front elevation, right here, create, I sketch a model line in front elevation in this way, and after that in left elevation I sketch another model line, for example like this. It doesn't make difference, no matter. And I wanna sketch one more in plan actually, or reference level in this way. Anyway, right now in 3D, and right here set, extrusion, and after that set, here if I choose pick a line and then I click on the line which was in front, then my extrusion will be set parallel to the front elevation. Check this out. Then I click on finish. Again I select extrusion and set, pick a line, and right now I wanna create on the other line, right now parallel to another work plane. So here in set, the option of pick a line and use the work plane it was sketched in. With this you can create a work plane that is coplanar with the work plane of the selected line or sketch, as I gave you the example.